AJ Post Show video, 25th of April. 'Tis a Tuesday. Nice hair, by the way.
Thank you. I got
Good.
2 more inches cut off. I'm telling you, you start cutting it, it's addicting. You just keep chopping it.
It's a National Haircut Stylist Appreciation Day.
And I appreciate my stylist,
yours.
Carrie from Indulgence. She's my girl.
All right, so these letters have been going out from all the school districts. You probably received one. If not, you're going to receive one if you have a child in school. We know Grand Blanc, Davison, Linden, 13 Reasons Why. It is the Netflix original series that has taken the digital streaming world by storm. It's based off some books. The gist of the show is a teenage student who commits suicide, and then a classmate tries to figure out why, and there's obviously 13 reasons why. Now, the schools are getting a hold of people because they say you may not be aware that your children are watching this. It is rated MA, and it does deal with the very touchy subject of childhood suicide.
And it sounds like schools are just saying, hey, you know, it's very possible your kids are watching it, so if they are, this is a good time to sit down and have a conversation about it with them.
I mean, it's more about, as opposed to like dictating, you know, what
your children should be watching. Kids are going to watch what they're going to watch, even if they're not supposed to, so you might as well talk to them about it. But
yeah, it does say just be aware of what your kids are watching, because they say the basic, and I haven't watched it, but I am going to go home today. I'm going to binge the entire thing. AJ doesn't want to, but I will.
No, I feel like it's just too much right now.
A little melancholy for you?
Yeah, and somebody even called the show this morning and said if you're struggling with mental health, it's probably not a good idea to watch it.
Well,
I am struggling with mental health 23 and a half hours out of every day, so I think I'm going to take a hard pass on this one. But
I'm medicated, so I feel nothing.
Well, I'm medicated too, but I'm glad he wants to watch it so he can give me his take on it.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start watching it today, and, you know, it's one of those things where they're worried about the romanticizing nature, the dramatic nature, and obviously here in Michigan, we just had one young boy on the other side of the state tragically kill himself over
social media
hoax or something. So I understand the steps that were taken, but I think the overall theme is, hey, check in on what your kids are doing every now and then.
Well, and the letters to the schools, which it's up at WCRZ.com. The one from Grand Blanc said, look, we offer emotional support and therapists and stuff at school, so if they need to talk about it, they can, which is such a far cry from when we were all in school. Nobody talked about mental health. There was no help. I remember, I
feel like I had the only mom who had, because my mom's been openly like bipolar her entire life, and I've known that like since I was a little kid. And I feel like I was the only kid in the world growing up in the 80s and 90s that had a parent who self-admittingly dealt with mental health issues.
Yeah, you were. I remember my high school guidance counselor. She seemed very annoyed with me when I would talk to her about my problems. And I was always kind of like, okay, well then I guess I'll deal with them on my own. And so I like the fact that mental health is openly talked about nowadays, and I like the fact that the schools are like, look, we offer support if they need to talk about it.
Look, it's easy as parents these days to, let your kids kind of get lost in the digital world. I know what it's like too. Your kid shuts up and just puts their head in their iPad, but maybe just check in to, make sure they're watching stuff that's appropriate.
Have a conversation.
Have a conversation about 13 Reasons Why. I'll tell you more about it tomorrow after I watch all of it.
You'll have to tell me all about it, because I'm not going to watch it.
All right, click on that button below if you want to subscribe to the Cars 108 YouTube channel. Watch the old videos over there, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye.